And so I literally held my tongue and tried to be as civil as possible because I knew damn well that anything I do is going to be used against me in custody and in child support. Especially because, and I'm going to say this too because it's just the way it worked out for me, the justice system isn't designed to work for a man who's fighting for his child or a man who has to pay child support. It's actually designed to work against us. Now, given that, I will also say that's not always the case. I worked with a guy named Brandon who, in his circumstance, which was almost exactly literal to my circumstance, his was the opposite outcome. So we'll get into the circumstance here now. The circumstance is I get my every other weekend visitations, and I would say probably about a year and a half into these visitations, she starts flaking out and not being there for me to get my child on my weekends. Actually, I wouldn't say a year and a half because it takes some time to get into court. So I'd say maybe a year in. So every time she does this, I call the police. They come. They say every single time there's nothing we can do about it because this is a civil matter. So you have to go down to the courthouse and file for contempt because she is not obeying a court order. So I do that. And I filed 7 times. Every single time I go down to the courthouse, I file for contempt. I would take probably about 2 to 3 months. I go into the courtroom, and every single time Judge Gray would say the same thing. Well, you really need to be there for him when he is coming to pick his child up. And there were also times where I would show up to pick my child up and they were there. I could hear them inside playing, like loudly playing. And the cops would come and I'd be like, you can hear them playing. And they would say, yeah, but we can't break the door down. There's like nothing criminal here. And I'm like, how's it not criminal? You're not,
I mean, you're breaking a court
you're
order.
breaking the court order. And they're like, that's the thing though, is like the only thing you can do is, it's almost like suing. The only thing you can do is sue.
Wow.
So I kept going into court, kept going into court.